Are you on a weight loss journey and you are really struggling to let go of your larger sizes? If yes, this video is for you. Hey everybody, it's Allie. I'm on a fantabulous weight loss journey and hopefully you'll come along for the ride. And so will Kevin, apparently. He's looking out the window. Kevin, we talked about this. I mean, I'm fine with you making an entrance, but you're kind of messing me up in my intro. I love you, bud. I love you. For many of us on a weight loss journey, it can be really scary and challenging to get rid of the larger sizes as we lose weight, or even to wait until we reach our goal weight to get rid of those larger clothes, right? Because for so long, for me especially, my entire adult life, we have been on this roller coaster of losing weight, gaining back, losing weight, gaining back, gaining more, losing weight, gaining back, losing weight, gaining more, right? And so at some point, we probably experienced, at least I did, that we lost weight. We were so glad. We went out and got more clothes. We got rid of old clothes. And then we gained weight back. And the anxiety, the depression, frustration that comes from that is real. And it has a lasting effect. So I completely, 100%, understand where people are coming from. Now, you guys know me. I'm all about 100% transparency. So just like in previous videos, whenever I have an inherent bias, I like to make you aware of it so that you can take what I say with a grain of salt, right? And you can make your own decision. I'm going to give you the best advice that I possibly can, but I also have my own situation and my own bias that I'm going to explain. So for me, I'm in a little bit different of a position because I can sew. So many of the clothes that I have attachment to, my plan is to just set those aside and make them smaller. This is also going to help me when it comes to, having my budget for buying new clothes, but my style has also changed as I get smaller. And what I would really love to do is just completely revamp my wardrobe, and I'll do a video on that later. Lay down, Kevin. So anyway, so for me, it's a little bit different. The pieces that I'm getting rid of, I'm specifically getting rid of because I didn't really like them to begin with. If you've ever been overweight, then you understand that a lot of the clothing that's available in larger sizes is not exactly cute, or a lot of it just has a lot of really busy prints. The cuts aren't necessarily the best, right? So for me, I had zero problem getting rid of those items right off the bat because truthfully, I didn't really like them to begin with, but I needed nice clothes, right? To be able to wear out to, dinners, to family events, yada, yada. But for other items that I really love, I intend on keeping them either as like bumming around the house outfits, or my intention is to make them smaller. And I'm going to show you one of my items. So I have an entire set of not necessarily vintage, but older tie-dye mythical creature shirts. And I'm going to show you one of my favorites here. This is one that I'm sure you guys have seen me wear in multiple videos. It's one of my dragon shirts. This is a 5X. Now, what I'm wearing now is a vintage shirt, but it's new to me. And it's a Blockbuster shirt. Be Kind Rewind. It's an extra large. So, huge difference between these two sizes. Now, am I going to get rid of this shirt? 100% no. It is like a giant sack on me now, and I love that. I'm really happy about it. I know this is going to sound silly. When I wear it and I feel how baggy it is, it really makes me feel good about the weight that I've lost, because this set of shirts were the very last set of shirts that I purchased when I was at my highest weight. And it was really because everything else had just become so tight and so uncomfortable that I just wanted cool mythical creature tie-dye shirts that I could just wear and be comfortable. And like I said, they ended up being a 5X. So I will take these and sew them and make them smaller, which for a t-shirt specifically is a very simple process to do. It's not hard at all. For more structured shirts or specifically pants, it can be a little bit trickier, but it's doable. The reason why I mention this is not to bore you talking about my clothes. It's because if you have items that you are attached to, or you like the way they look, or that style is not available anymore, right? Like in the case of a vintage shirt, you can 100% get them altered to be smaller. Now, I have not had clothes professionally altered in a very, very long time, so I can't give you any advice on, what the cost is going to be for that. But if you were to weigh that cost with the cost of purchasing new items, it's going to be significantly less, right? And, you could take some important pieces for you and take them and have them altered and made smaller. So that's definitely an option. What I would highly recommend, and this is the seamstress side of me, not all seamstresses are made the same. Take a couple of items that you want to make them smaller, but are not necessarily your favorites. Find the alterations place you want to go to. Make sure you look at reviews, try them out with those pieces that are not as important. Then, if that experience goes well, do another round, right? And then incorporate your more important pieces. Because there is nothing worse than making a garment smaller and it doesn't fit correctly, and then you're going to be doubly upset, right? So I highly recommend that's what you do, because if you have an unpleasant experience your first go round, then it gives you the option to then try with somebody else, and you didn't ruin necessarily your favorite items. The other thing that I will say is it's all in your head, right? So we want that comfort of knowing that we have those larger sizes because of the experiences we've had going up and down in weight. Having said that, there's something liberating and freeing about trusting yourself, trusting what you've learned on this health journey, and trusting the medication to get you to where you need to be. And I know that can be a very scary subject for many, many people for a variety of reasons, right? Because everybody assumes that if they come off the medication for any reason, they're going to gain all the weight back. And I get that, but at the same time, there's no reason to live your life in fear. There are many people who come off these medications and even continue to lose weight on their own. Mind you, it's much slower, but they do lose weight on their own. So it's not a one size fits all. Just like we have different side effects, different people are more responsive than others, right? You're not going to know until you get there. So if it makes you feel more comfortable to have a bag of clothes in your larger sizes in the closet until you reach your weight loss goal, you complete maintenance, you come off the medications, if that makes you feel more secure, 100% do that. Because you've already spent the money on the clothes. They're your clothes. They're not growing legs and running away. So if that gives you peace of mind, then do it. But what I would recommend is that you put them in a bag, put them in your closet or in a storage closet or storage area, and get them out of your sight so that you can start working with your smaller sizes. And if you're somebody who's like me, who's trying to not spend a lot of money on all the in-between sizes, having those smaller sizes in the forefront will keep you excited about the progress that you've made. And then if you want to, have your trusty favorite or two that you can put on and have it be too big and feel good about that, if that's your thing. I know that a lot of people don't like baggy clothing, so if it's not your thing, I totally understand. But on days that I am feeling down, or I've had a bad day, or I'm just frustrated in general, because this process is the long game, right? It doesn't happen overnight. I like to, as a pick-me-up, go into my closet, get some of those bigger clothes and put them on. And it really helps in my mind to solidify all of your hard work is paying off. You are making progress. Look at how far you've come. And it's physically on you. You have to put it on and feel the difference. And that has been hugely beneficial, especially because of some of the body dysmorphia that I've been suffering from. If you want more information on that, go check out my body dysmorphia video. It's been very helpful. So if you are someone who is going down in sizes, but the scale may not necessarily be moving and you're frustrated, this can also be helpful for you. The other thing that I want to kind of reiterate is there's no rule that says that you have to get rid of the bigger sizes right away. It's okay if it's a process for you. For me, it was freeing and liberating to get rid of those clothes that I really didn't like anyway. And what you can do, if it concerns you, is you can put them in a bag and then just get them out of your sight. And I would be willing to bet money that after 2 weeks, you will completely forget about those clothes. Because as humans, as creatures of habit, we tend to only wear about 15 to 20% of our closet. We wear the same things over and over again. So if you remove some of those larger clothes, but not necessarily get rid of them, right? They're just out of sight, out of mind, then you still get to experience that kind of liberating, freeing, yeah, I'm making progress kind of moment without the anxiety of going, oh my gosh, what if I gain the weight back? What if something happens? What if I can't get my medication? I start gaining weight? You won't have to worry about all that because it's just in a bag in the bottom of your closet, right? or in a storage closet or whatever. So that can be a really helpful tool to both help you move forward without also inducing anxiety. So, in conclusion, I highly recommend that you take some time, turn on some music, turn on your favorite show, get your drink so you can be hydrated, right? Get your favorite water, flavored water, whatever the case may be, and go into your closet and either try things on or pull things that you don't like, that are too big for you, and just put them in a bag. Just get them out of your sight. If you're looking for a method to help you with this, the KonMari method is excellent. I think the KonMari method show is still on Netflix. Don't quote me on that. But if you would like to watch about her method, and she also has a book, it's been hugely helpful for me in sorting clothing, keeping things. Is this something that I want to keep to make it, to have it altered into a smaller size, or can I let this one go? It's a very helpful method. So definitely check that out. I'm sure there's probably a ton of YouTube videos on it, because everybody who does those closet clean out videos, they use that method and it works. It's great. So definitely check that out. If you found this video helpful, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. I'd love to have you along for the ride. Make sure you check out my other videos, because I have tons of videos with helpful tips and tricks. I keep people apprised of updates as far as the shortages on these medications go, and you may find some helpful information. So go check those out. If you're looking for a positive-only support group, I got you covered. Links in the description box below. We'd love to have you. And as always, be kind, rewind.